Unit 8 Simple Machine. Lesson 9 Simple Machine. Introduction. In our everyday life we have to perform various types of work. We perform some of these works by hand and some of these by using simple devices. For example, to pull water from well, a pulley is used. If the tire of a car is to be replaced, the screw jack is used to lift the car. Loading of truck is done with the help of an inclined plane. Similarly, in our daily life we usually use scissors, forceps, knives, punching machines, bicycles, fire tongs, etc. Effective friction on Ma, VR and dot. The force that resists the motion of one surface relative to another with which it is in contact is called frictional force or friction. The value of friction depends on the nature of surface, rough or smooth, type of material, type of motion, rolling or sliding, etc. Friction wastes the kinetic energy of a machine in the form of heat energy. Practically, machines cannot be made frictionless. Therefore, friction reduces Ma and efficiency of the simple machines. Pulley. The pulley is a metallic or wooden disc with a grooved rim. The rim rotates about a horizontal axis passing through a center. The pulley can be used as single fixed pulley. Inclined plane. Less obvious is that screws and wedges are also inclined planes. A familiar example of the use of the inclined plane is to push heavy bare lop a wooden plank onto a lorry. It is easier to push a bare lop a plank onto a lorry than to lift it vertically up. Wheel and axle. A wheel and axle is a combination of two coaxial cylinders of different radii fitted one into the other, the larger one being called a wheel and the smaller one, the axle. The wheel and axle both rotate, and without groove at the circumference. Two pieces of strings are coiled or wound one each round the wheel and axle in opposite direction. When string on wheel is unwound, the string on axle is wound rounded, so that direction of movement of load and effort is opposite. The load to be lifted is hung on the string of axle, and effort is applied from the string of wheel. Screw. Screw is a simple machine having a number of threads on the cylindrical surface. A small groove is made on the top of the screw, with which screwdriver drives the screw into the wood. The distance between the two consecutive threads is called pitch. This is the distance moved by the screw in one complete rotation. Jack screw is an example of screw which is used to lift the vehicle. Wedge. The block having one flat end and other sharp end is called wedge. Knife, blade, axe, etc. are some examples of wedge. They are generally made up of wood or steel. Compound machine. The compound machine is a machine that consists of more than one simple machine. The simple machines used for the construction of complex machines include inclined plane, wedge, screw, pulley, wheel and axle, and lever.